Slap stick. Slap. Okay, so that's what we're doing in practical ways, and it's making a difference. Marion, will you come and just share what's happened today?
Otherwise the sound will be distorted. Do you know, it's a great joy for me to do this morning, because the Bible tells us to honor our mothers and fathers, and I was thinking about this. We have spiritual mothers and fathers, and so this morning we want to honor our older members, our seniors that we love, and I just want to say to you, because some are not here, many are not here, because of health challenges. I just want to tell you how precious you are to us as a church, how much we love you, how important you are to us. And even though you might have had a certain birthday, you matter to us. We love you, and we want you to know that. And so we've been beavering away, and so I want to ask Marion to come forward. And she's just going to do a little thing here at the front. But we've got some little gifts for our seniors. Now, if you don't get one, don't feel bad. That means you haven't reached a certain birthday. So, there's one here for Bob. Where are you, Marion? Yes, it's on your seat. Sorry about that, we changed that. It's on your seat in front of you, Bob. I know you thought it was for somebody else, but that bag is for you. Yeah, that one. It's for you. We love you. And this bag here is for Sheila and Don. And so Pastor Dave's going to take that one. Now, I noticed Jean Williams and Delphine are not there on their chairs. So there's 2 pink bags there for them. If somebody, maybe Jeff, you could take those. Would you mind? So that's Jean Williams, Jean Wykes, Margaret Fallon, Delphine, Hazel. Can somebody take one to Hazel? Does anybody know where Hazel lives? Okay, I'll take that. John's not here, is he? Is he there? Okay, Bron, can you come and get one for John? We have one for him. Little Marjorie and Jill and Trevor Mills. So Kath's going to take that. Anne and David Rhodes will take one to them. And our precious Betty Ruth, who's here as well. One for you, Betty Ruth. And just scraping in by the skin of his teeth, almost, is our beloved Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. It's on the seat in front of you. And we've got one for Rianne and Ivor. And there's a special one there for Ricky, who is Sean's mum. We know Sean's mum from Chair-O-Bics. I think is she 89? Oh, sorry, 86. And she mastered Zoom, and she comes in on Zoom and does Chair-O-Bics with us. Isn't that fantastic? I just want to thank Pastor Dave, he gives his time to host it. And without that, we couldn't. And we've got people from all over the place, Cardiff and Netherlands and you name it, people are Zooming in. Who would have thought we'd be doing that? And then there's another one there, sitting on the seat. That white one there is for you, Rachel and Richard. I think Richard maybe scrapes you in. I'm not sure. But one of you scrapes you in, I think. So I just want to let you know that we really love and appreciate you all you add, the richness that you add to us as a church family, a real richness. And when you're not here, because I know some will be watching, when you're not here, we truly miss you. We really miss you. Yes, there's all sorts of goodies in there. So that leads on, I think, with what's in these bags. We're going to have a slimming group support thing at the beginning of January and roll it on, because I have to walk very upright and hope that my zip holds until we get this class going, Lynn and Christelle. So thank you, everybody. And I think I've got all the bags out there. But if anybody can take one to somebody, you know the names, and if anybody can take one. Yeah? Okay. I'm not saying, but you're not there. You're not there. But I also want to thank Marion, who has put these bags together. Marion's done a lot of donkey work. Not this Marion, the other Marion. She's done a lot of donkey work. And the other one is Kath. Kath is the unsung hero at the back, who was here yesterday getting all the stuff out for us to put in bags. So we had great joy doing it. So Kath as well. So lots of love.
No good? Yeah. Come on. Church family together. Yeah. And that's part of what Peter's going to come and just share now with regards to this Christmas meal. Because it's obviously with the news last night, there's lots of discussion as to what to do. Lots of phone calls for people being made already, booking in with a Christmas meal. I think there's 16 people from Dial-A-Ride who are absolutely overcome with the fact that I phoned them this week and that the church is going to give them a Christmas meal. I mean, each one, they're all on their own this Christmas, and they have been all year. I mean, it's quite overwhelming, actually, and you can imagine one phone call took a while because there was someone to talk to, or was it talk at? I'm not quite sure. But the point was, you know, what we're doing this week is quite remarkable. So Peter, just come and share what's happening.
All right, let me just quickly repeat that bit. So in the last 10 days, the pharmaceutical industry has been very much in the news. And there are 3 companies who, against all odds, have been able to produce a vaccine. Now, I think it was Dave asked me a year ago, how soon would we see a vaccine out and be ready to be used? I had 40 years experience in the pharmaceutical industry. And I know that it usually takes 10 years to get a drug from initiation out into the use in the public. So I said to Dave, well, you won't see a vaccine for 2 years at the very best. But what we found is that 3 companies have been able to produce vaccines in 10 months from scratch. That's just phenomenal. When you think of all the regulation, all of the issues that they have to overcome, they've been able to do it in that short time. Now, how do they do it? Well, each of the companies, they have what they call a miracle worker within their employment. I was the miracle worker for one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world, here in the UK. And I was the one who was given all of the impossible tasks to perform and achieve, okay? They used to come to me and say, you set an objective, a target of what you can achieve within this particular area. We're not expecting you to meet that target. Everybody else, they'd say, you better meet your targets, mate. But to me, they'd say, we don't expect you to meet the target because you're achieving the impossible. Okay? But get close to the target that you're going to set. Now, I'm going to bring to you a sense of failure. We're not going to achieve the target I set myself for the Christmas meals. because I set the target of putting out 500 Christmas meals next week. I knew in reality we wouldn't achieve that. But if I don't set an unbelievable target, we won't get close to it. What are we going to produce next week? 400 meals that are going out, okay? Now that's the sort of objective and the sort of achievement that we can bring into the community. This weekend, we've had a team of, I think it's about 10 people on the phones, ringing those that we couldn't reach by electronic means, by email or by text message. And I think it's been an eye-opener to Dave, to Sean, to others, when they speak with people and they say, look, we know that COVID is raging, we know all the problems at Christmas, we're going to bring you a free Christmas meal, not only for you, but for your whole household. The reaction, there have been tears on the phone almost continually. People just don't believe that we would have that generosity to go out in the wind of the COVID infection and to bring free meals, not just for them, but for their whole household. They say, well, how much is it going to cost? And I say, nothing. It's not going to cost you anything. We're just going to bring the meals, and we want them to bless you. Now, more than that, and take this in the right spirit, please, everybody, we want to bless you as a community of our church, okay? So we have particularly partitioned off a set of meals for everybody in this church. Don't feel that you're depriving somebody else in taking that offer, because we've actually put it together with that understanding there would be a free meal for everybody in this church and their households. So I think people have been on the phone to some of you so far. There probably be more phone calls today, but we do want you to take that opportunity and that we can all bless each other in the partaking of a Christmas meal. It won't be on Christmas Day. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But isn't this fantastic that we can do such a special thing at this time when people are so bleak and worried, so much in tears, so concerned about their situation over Christmas? We can bless them all, and we can bless ourselves in terms of taking part in that Christmas meal. So please don't say no when you get a phone call offering you a meal Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And just pray for us as we go into these homes over the next few days, taking these Christmas meals and blessing them all. It's been an incredible week for Kath and I this last week. We had a double offer, if you like, in that those coming to the food share could take 2 weeks of food rather than just the 1 week. And we actually gave out 150 meal boxes, food boxes, which accounts to 300 because they were double food boxes, yeah? So it's been an incredibly busy week for Kath and I. We've been on the floor a couple of evenings, but we've got through the week, and we're now facing another hurdle in terms of the Christmas meals going out. But we're just thanking Father for the opportunity to be involved in such a program. The name of Shore Hope Church, you don't know how much good this has done. And if we're praising the name of Shore Hope Church, then we're praising the name of Father as well, okay? And they understand, they know why we're doing this. We're not just good doers in that sense. They know that the reason we're doing this is because we love the Father. And that word has got around the whole community, not just Old Colwyn, but we're taking meals down to Prestatyn, we're taking meals to Llandudno, we're even going up to the village where you live, Penmaenmawr. So right across North Wales, the name of Jesus is being proclaimed. Good.
There was a response on WhatsApp last night. Somebody had had a phone call, and this individual said, "I can't believe that you thought of me, and so appreciative of that phone call, and looking forward to the meal." So we give God praise for that. That's really, really encouraging, and thank you for anybody who can help with serving, putting together, and delivering. Then please see Peter. We appreciate that there are obviously challenges now with the change of the law yesterday, and so we will have to be extremely careful to adhere to all the social distancing rules, etc., in the packing, preparing, and in the delivering, and we need to be seen to be doing it properly. So, and we understand for those who can't do it because of the changes as well. Obviously, this has affected Christelle particularly again, so I'm very much aware that these changes in the rules affect those who are shielding, or that's the word we used to use. It is obviously very significant. Okay, announcements for the rest of the week then. Probably, I think the coffee morning this morning will be more like 1:45 by the time we get home. Okay, so on Zoom, 8798559942. There you look, I've got a new phone number. 1:45, we'll say, for a time of coffee morning Zoom this morning, or this afternoon, and we'll be able to enjoy some fellowship together after the service. This evening, there will be a carol service available for you to view online. Okay? It's the Compassion UK carol service. I'm just looking to Arwell now. It will be available to find it on the church website. Excellent. Yeah. Encourage Arwell, because there's a lot of work and techno stuff in this that I don't even come near to understand. But it's actually going to be available for you to find it on the church website, okay? So that's the Compassion UK carol service with people like Graham Kendrick taking part, London Gospel Community Choir, Hillsong London, and our good friend Di Woolridge. Remember Di Woolridge? So Di Woolridge is involved in it as well. So at 6 o'clock tonight, it'll be available for you to see on the church website. Obviously, you've heard from Peter, there's no food share this week. So the next service, not here, but online, will be Christmas morning at 10:30. We'll have a Christmas service together. So let's join in separately together in our homes, okay? And a number of you are going to be sharing on. Please send your videos to me on WhatsApp by close of day on Tuesday. That will be helpful, so that it can be put together ready for Christmas morning. Now, because of you've just heard a flavour of some of the things that have been going on. It has been relentless over the last few weeks. And because of the change in the situation, which we need to get to grips with, and all the implications of rules and regulations and laws that were announced even last night, I've decided that we will not have a service next Sunday. Okay, so there'll be no church service next Sunday. And to give Arwell a break, bless him, because we don't realize the effort involved in all the techno stuff that he has to do. We won't have an online service either next Sunday. So it'll be a break next Sunday, and then we'll come back together again in the new year. In the meantime, we'll let you know as to whether that will be literally in the building or whether it's online. Is that okay? All right, so pray it will be a time of refreshing for everybody, because it's been a relentless year, hasn't it? And quite a battle. in so many ways. But, you know, we're coming through the valley. Yea, though I go through the valley. We don't camp in the valley, do we? We're coming through. And so the next service then after Christmas Day online will be in the new year, and we'll, in the meantime, let you all know as to whether that will be in the church or whether, in fact, we feel it be more appropriate to be online. The regulations were clear that as the lockdown from the 28th of December that was announced by the Welsh Government, we would have been able to meet in church, that churches were excluded. However, the practicalities of that, especially for those who are shielding or those who are, you know, in that vulnerable age group, we realize, especially in January in the cold weather, there are other issues that we need to bear in mind. So we're going to have a proper discussion about it rather than just go with what the rules and regulations say, but to have a proper discussion, okay? So we will let you know. How's that? God bless you, and pray that this Christmas, again, for all of us, will have that special Emmanuel, God with us, without all the trappings taking over this year. Okay, so we'll come to the Word of God, shall we?